Yeah, I see a podcast this morning. I didn't really take notice of who it was, but it was some Indian guy with glasses doing a podcast or video speaking about Eubanks and Smith, saying that Smith fouled Eubanks with the elbow. Really, I didn't see that bit. I've looked time and time again. I haven't seen that. I see him throw a left hook and Eubanks ducked. Yeah, I see him ducked, and it might have grazed his face with a part of his arm, but not his elbow. He got a bump on Eubanks' eye. Yeah, he got a bump on Eubanks' eye, but it wouldn't have no way prevented him from fighting. If it had been a cut above his eye, then it'd been different. Then I looked into it, but I don't know where you're coming from, mate. Who you are, what you are. I don't think you know anything about fighting, boxing. Anyway, it definitely, it wasn't deliberate, as you're saying it was. It was no way deliberate. These are professional fighters, mate. These are professional fighters, and and there's no way in a million years that was a meant. These people are professional fighters. There's only one. I've only ever seen one person do anything which was really out of order. Was Tyson, Mike Tyson, when he fought Holyfield and he bit off his ear off. He had a bit of his ear off. That's different. That's a different kettle of fish, mate. That was an accident. You know what I mean? But when you see people boxing, clinches, the nut gets in, cuts under the eyes, and bits and pieces like that. Yeah. You know, it happens. It happens quite a lot. But that what you're talking about, an elbow to the eye, it didn't affect the decision, mate. It didn't affect the decision at all. It wasn't meant. Smith won that fight. He stopped Eubanks. As easy as a left hook, couple of right crosses, he stopped Eubanks. Eubanks was unable to fight. It was no way anything to do with the elbow, what you're saying, that in the eye. That's ridiculous, mate. You ain't got a clue what you're talking about. You've got dark glasses, mate. You want to clean them glasses, mate, and have a look again, yeah? Because you ain't got no idea what you're talking about. Anybody else seen him? I don't know who he is. I think he's an Indian, I'm not quite sure. But he ain't got a clue what he's talking about. So, I mean, when I see it this morning, when I looked, I thought, what is this geezer talking about? Where's he coming from, mate? What fight is he watching? Do you know what I mean? He got an elbow in the eye. He didn't get an elbow in the eye, mate. He got a part of his arm that hit him as he's coming around. He threw a left hook, he ducked, and he hit him. That's just something that happens in boxing, mate. Do you know what I mean? These people are going hammer and tong at each other, throwing punches. One ducks, one does this. And of course, you're going to get hit with a part of your arm or whatever. People get hit in the leg. Marciano used to batter their arms, all their arms, all their legs and everything. It's part of fighting, mate. It's part. Look again, mate. Don't get on start talking about elbows and he should be disqualified and all that, mate, because you ain't got a clue what you're talking about. Anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, bye.